Hey, how's it going and welcome along. I'm Rory from Rate My Funeral. That was Rate, by the way. So welcome to this, another tech review video. And this is why I love this. The amazing, lovely people over at BenQ have sent me another toy to play with. They've sent me over the IdeaCam S1 Pro. And this is supposed to be like the daddy of webcams. This is a really cool looking bit of kit, and it's boasting some really interesting features like the fact that it's 4K resolution, it's got an 8 megapixel Sony chip inside it, it can do 15 times magnification, you can tilt it over and it will automatically rotate the image so that you can do a kind of desktop viewing mode, and it's got a remote control puck thing, and it looks pretty slick as well. So once again, thank you so much to BenQ for sending me this over to have a play with. They sent me the light bar halos previously, and I did some reviews for those. Really good bits of kit. I like BenQ stuff a lot. I'm really curious, I'm really excited to see kind of what this is like. So I'm going to give it a bit of an unboxing, have a look, see what it's like, set it up, give it a try, and we're going to put it up against a couple of other cameras that I've been using. So previously I've always used this. This is the Microsoft LifeCam. This has been my kind of go-to for mobile webcams if I needed one with my laptop somewhere. It's okay, but I've had this for donkey's years. It's starting to get a bit tired, but it still works. So we can compare it with that. And then what I've got set up on my PC over here is a DSLR acting as a camera. It's a Canon 5D Mark III. It's well overkill as a camera, but it gives us an amazing image quality. But it's got some flaws. So one is it's massively overcomplicated to set up. It's running a HDMI into a capture card, which is then using OBS broadcasting software to then convert it into a virtual camera so that I can then use it as a webcam. It's got an issue because it's a DSLR. It switches off every 30 minutes. It's kind of fine, but whenever you're in a Teams call after 30 minutes, everybody always goes, "Oh, have you gone?" And then it comes back and yeah, no, it's fine, it's just the camera. And also the other downside is it's got no autofocus. However, the quality of the image is absolutely brilliant, and I've always had compliments on, wow, the quality of your video is really good. That is what I'm hoping to get with this, without all of the fuss, without all of the messing around, and a bit more flexibility. So, without further ado, let's get this thing open and see what it's like. That joke never gets old, does it? In here we've got a bit of documentation, manuals and so on, I imagine. And then there is the little baby there. Let me bring it in. I'll just bring it over to you so you can see. That's how it looks in the box, which is pretty slick. And then there you can see, that's everything that you get with it. It's just got this really cool looking controller thing. Looks really good. Controller, and that looks very much like the controller for the screen bar Halo, which is nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so then we have, this is the weight that holds it onto the back. Again, similar design to the Halo. Batteries, the little USB receiver. So there's a little magnifying glass, so you can use this to get like macro photography on something up close. And then the camera itself there. Oh, and a little disc. So I didn't realize that, but that's a magnetic lens cover. So that's quite a nice little feature there. I'll bring these in so you can see them a bit closer. So this is the camera. It's got the peely. Let's take the peely off. There we go. That's you, so you can see the camera design and magnetic lens cover. And then this is the puck. So it's got a spinny wheel and then a couple of buttons. Nice clicky feel. Feels quality. Feels weighty. Shouldn't slide around on your desk. That's nice. And then, as I say, you just simply pop that onto there on the top of your monitor. The idea being that if you wanted to pop this off, it's really easy to remove so that you can wave it around and put that on there. So that's magnetic as well. Nice. Looks really good so far. Let's get it set up and see what it's like to actually use. Hello and welcome over to the PC. Now, excuse the mess. I'm in the middle of trying to figure out how to reorganize my office, but that's a whole nother topic. So as you can see, this is my existing webcam setup. It's not perfect. It does the job, but it gives a beautiful image. We're going to find out whether this guy can improve on that. I'm really hoping it will. So this is the weight. There's a few nice little features on here. One is it's got a thread, so you can actually put it onto a tripod if you wanted to. The other is this is a lock, so that you can angle it as you wish, and then you lock it into place. So we place it on top of our monitor like so, and then we turn that, and that will lock that in place. And we have this little arm here, which is literally, that sits on there, and then that allows you to pivot. You just pivot the camera, just like that. There we go. Lovely action. So now we just got to put the batteries into the little puck. Battery cover is just on the bottom here. It's magnetically held on, so you just pull it off. And then you put the batteries in. Super easy. And then again, magnetic, so it just pops back on. This now has power and is done. Popped in the USB dongle into the PC, and now we're plugging the camera. And just as a first test, I've just launched the Windows camera app, and that is now displaying the camera. So it worked that easily. Plugged it in, it works. My initial impression is the quality on that is really good. Everything is very crisp and clear. So now I will just do a quick bit of footage so that you can have some comparisons. Okay, so welcome over to here. We are now doing the live footage, a direct stream into OBS out of the cameras, and this is the BenQ camera. Just so that you know, the audio is now being recorded by the microphone that is built into the BenQ camera. Hopefully that sounds good. This is the footage. So let's go ahead and switch now to the Microsoft Live Cam, and this is what this looks like. As you can see, it's not bad. It looks a little bit vibrant. Quality is okay, and it does autofocus. Now if we skip over to the DSLR, now this has got that beautiful sort of film look. This is the thing you get from that nice big sensor. The massive downside is if I move over here, I go out of focus. If I come too close, I go out of focus. So this is a nice camera, and it makes a great bit of footage, but it's so much grief to set up. Yeah. That's why I want something that is somewhere in between. So if we now switch from there to the live cam, we can see we don't quite get that filmic style, but it's still really nice and crisp, good quality, and the color tones are very similar. As you can see, if we switch back to the Microsoft camera, the color tones are a little bit strange. I've not done any tweaking. This is all just out of the box, just plugged in how it all is. Also, you'll see there's a slight difference in the field of view. So the live cam has obviously got quite a wider field of view. The BenQ camera has got a slightly tighter field of view, and then obviously my DSLR is running a 40mm pancake lens, so that's why that's like that. So a really nice feature about this is the fact that I can just tilt it down like this, and it will automatically switch around and it will focus on anything I hold up in front of the camera. So this is really useful if you want to show somebody something up close. Also, as I mentioned, we have this little magnifying glass for macro, which if I attach, I can actually hold up, say, an SD card and put this on. So and there you could really see the detail inside of that SD card. And obviously, as I flick it back up, it writes itself and is all good. So one other test I thought I'd do is, it's really quite light in here. There's a really bright floodlight lighting me up from over there. So what happens if I actually make the room quite a bit darker? So let's give that a try. Okay, so that is that light off. And as you can see, it's not really made a huge amount of difference. It still looks quite bright on the image on the screen. However, the room itself, it's fairly dark at the moment. One thing is you can now see quite a bit more noise in the blacks. That's about it. It's not really a big deal. Fine. But overall, I think that looks pretty good. So there you go. There is a quick demonstration of the quality. Okay, so I now have it set up with the Inspire software. That's all installed and running, and it's pretty simple to use. We can use the puck here just to rotate the wheel, and it will zoom in. Ugh. Zoom in and out really easily. You can hit the button here just to switch between a manual focus or an automatic focus, depending on kind of how you're moving around, or if you're looking at the desk here where it's automatically switched round, and you can have it automatically focus or you can have it manually focus. It's really clever like that. As you can see, it switches instantly. That's really good. You can also freeze the shot at any time if you just needed to stop displaying for whatever reason. And also you can mute your microphone really easily from here. Just hit that button and it moves the microphone from the camera. And then finally the big button in the middle takes a screenshot. And then that will save that as a screenshot locally on the PC. So in terms of features, yeah, really nice, really good. And that is the BenQ IdeaCam S1 Pro. And overall, I would say this is a really nice little piece of kit. It's decent quality, it's got a nice set of features, and I didn't even realize this, there's a button on the top which if you press, it turns on a little light, so you've got a kind of built-in ring light, which is really smart, and I didn't realize when I was first playing with that had that. So that's really good. If I was to look for a few issues, I would say that maybe the footage was a little noisier when the lights were off and it was a bit dark, but to be be fair, that's kind of pretty standard for a camera with a sensor this size. Lighting is one of the most important things about any video creation, media-y type situation. Another issue I would say is that this has got the ability to angle it up and down, and that's all fine, but it doesn't have turn. Once this is on your monitor and you place this there, that's where it is. If you wanted to just say, just slightly turn it to the side, you can't without moving the whole monitor. So it would have been nice if this actually had a pivot side to side, at least a few degrees or something like that, just to give you a little bit more adjustment left and right. Another nice to have would be some form of carry case that it comes with. Something to keep it safe and looked after when you're traveling would be nice if it came with. It's not a deal breaker, but it would just be a nice touch if it came with a little case or something you could pop it in and keep it tidy. So overall, it's a great little bit of kit, does the job exactly well, has a few extra nice little features, the little puck for some extra controls. I think it's pretty useful. The quality is good. The fact that it's 4K is really good. So it means that, you know, you can get really high quality image from it. So yeah, overall, I like it. Now, if you're interested in one, have a look in my description. There is a link that will take you to the product page for this, so you can go and pick one up. So once again, thank you very much to BenQ for sending me over another cool toy to play with. I genuinely do like BenQ's products. They're typically really good quality and, you know, really intuitive. If you like tech, they're a good manufacturer of good tech stuff. So thank you very much for that. And of course, if you did enjoy the video, please remember, hit that like button, hitting subscribe would also be great as well. And if you click the little bell, you'll get notified when I put up a new video. So that is all for now. So thank you very much and bye for now.